I can't believe it's done. This place is closing. And Afton made me do the one thing I asked him to. I am so sorry. You've seen what you've seen. I have no idea if he's right about possession. I don't believe him, but if you have... No. I am so sorry. I couldn't help you or save you. None of you have shown signs of possession, so I hope you didn't see what you've seen. Being here for years alone must have been awful. I couldn't imagine being in your position. But I can hope you haven't been touched by possession. I can hope that you haven't seen the awful things committed here. Even if you are possessed, hopefully you don't understand half of the truly awful things that transpired here. The awful, awful things. I hope I can be forgiven for allowing him to cause all of this. But I'm not sure. No wonder why Afton screams at y'all. You guys are good listeners, aren't ya? Which is why I'm all the more sorry. Where's that off button? The off button? No! I don't want to go off, please. Oh my God, he's not insane. Okay, calm down. I didn't know. You heard me, right? I didn't even think you guys were possessed. I'm sorry, but stay quiet. Hey. We are just shutting the place down for the time being, and, well, there's a new location, and we might use you. So we're just going to put you in storage and go from there. The puppet, assuming it's not possessed or not, will be at the new location first until your services are needed and we get the new things to make you no longer Fredbear, but a new animatronic we're coming up with, Golden Freddy, so you still live on in memory. I don't want to be turned off, please. Oh crap. Plan B then. What? Wait, how are you possessed? Did? Okay, so it's like, how many years ago you were doing experiments on the spring locks? Oh, you got spring lock? Yeah, you guys tried to reset me, but when you did, my head hurt, and I was like, okay, so if I don't do that, they won't do that to me. So I didn't act up, and they didn't reset me, so I just went along with it. Does that mean... Oh, man, everything feels... Ugh, fresh. Thanks a lot for the upgrade, dude. However, yes, that does mean we are all possessed. That over there is Evan. To be fair, I'm not sure what his name is. I don't know, I think it's like Dave or something. No, my name, oh, yeah, it's Jack. Okay, there's Jack. And I am Charlotte. That name, Charlotte, it rings a couple bells. Oh, God. My worst fears. You are possessed. Why is that your worst fear? I mean, my worst fear personally is getting locked in a broom closet for all eternity. With no one to talk to. Someone to talk to, probably wouldn't, but... Well, that means you all are alive. If I knew, I probably wouldn't have done maintenance on you. Hey, don't sweat it. Oh, man, I feel fresh. My back hurted so bad because there was rust in that one section, and man, whew. Now that that rust's finally gone, I feel amazing. Thank you. Well, still, I don't know what to do. And plan B was plan A. Okay, dude, yeah, we were going to take down Afton if he tried to hurt us. We don't like Afton. We would have just killed him. No, we weren't. That wasn't the plan. Kinda. He did kinda, you know, murder me. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so getting some payback would have been worth it. What? I'm sorry. So, you got your head crushed. You spring-locked. You murdered by Afton? Yeah. Man, I am a little sleepy from that. It's like moving your soul from one thing to another, or moving all your soul into one object. Well, several. He did take some parts out. I was able to spread my soul pretty evenly. I assume I'm sleepy because all the parts are slowly converging. I can kind of feel it. So this is about like 25% of my entire existence speaking right now. Ah, there's 50. There are two more 25s. So for the time being, you're hearing 50% of me. Oh Lord, I said fresh. Can somebody kill me? Yeah, I regret that completely. But hey, I feel better. This is not my field. My field is finances, you know, stuff like that, and robotics. Not whatever the hell this is. I didn't even think spirits fully existed. Well, at least in this way, I always thought they were like spirits to guide you on your path, never this. I mean, technically I am. I mean, some of them were fragmented. Believe it or not, this guy was so terrified because none of him was really him. Just more or less fear. And I managed to defragment what fragments of his soul got trapped in this suit. What? Okay, so... See, I didn't really do anything. I just suggested he do things because I'm able to feel. They might be able to get it too, but you can kind of feel if animatronic has parts lodged in them rather than a full possession. Like him over there. He's just possessed. He used to be fragments, now he's possessed. It's, you get what I'm getting at, right? Oh, yeah, dude. I kind of got what was going on, but I didn't really understand how it worked. Neither do I fully, but yeah. When you die, you kind of be connected to something bigger. Think of it like that. Anyone who has died, if you come close enough, you can feel it. Like you know what they possess. But possessions are rare and require intense emotions. Enough sadness latched onto that to allow him to possess it. And when sadness or emotions is used rather than full-on possession, it will fragment them. Their soul somewhere else, not up, down, left, right, or whatever, just stuck in purgatory until the shards are connected. Then he has an anchor to find his body or the afterlife if the anchor is broken. Which is why I'm more scared than I used to be. Okay, so how does any of this... Why do you stay if you know that detaching the anchor would free y'all? Well, that's the thing. We don't know how to disconnect the anchor. We just know the anchor exists as the body. And we've been shut off before, and it's like purgatory again. Cold, dark, very, very cold, and very, very dark. And in that place, you will see horrible things, awful things. While you're in purgatory, the place is peaceful, serene, just you exploring this world. Then, when you're anchored to a body, you're back here, but when the body itself gets shut off, your soul has an anchor, but no way to operate it. So you go to, like, a dark place. Which is why we don't like particularly being shut off. I mean, we shut them off for a minute to show them what it's like. Sorry for that, still. I understand. You wanted me to be scared of that rather than, oh, I wonder. I mean, imagine if I did move. Oh, we would not be having this. You know, which is why you kinda, you know, wanna kinda, yeah, like, well, that way this conversation probably would have, sorry. Okay. But, okay, whatever his ramblings were aside, we're just scared. Okay. There's always a third option, sleep mode. Sleep mode. That connects us to each other, though. You would all be in one shared coma. Do I need to... You know what? I'm curious. Well, see, we're friends. We've bonded by this. See, bonding for humans is the same. However, because flesh and bone, your soul is in the body, you never really fully feel the chain other than through emotions. While chains in the spirit world is quite literal. We're all close enough where if one gets shut down, all of us shut down. Rather than being turned off, which, sure, there's that anchor, but you're no longer in the body. Sleep mode is shutting down the body's functions, but we'd all share similar dreams, so to say. I'll see what I can do, but I'll reactivate you guys as quickly as I can. Don't worry, I'll leave you all plugged in, and hopefully the next time we meet is in a better place. I understand. I promise to leave you in storage with them. Thanks. I will appreciate that. You? Fine. Don't turn me off. I don't want to be back in the darkness. You've had enough stress this month. And sleep. Boom. I want you to know this, dude. If you ever want to be immortal, just get into a spring-lock suit. I might keep that in mind. Enjoy your rest. I have to make one call. This is Afton speaking. Hey, William. Henry. How's the relocating doing? Good, but, I decided to put all of them in storage on sleep mode, so when we reactivate them, they're easier to get back up. And if I hear you turn them off, Afton, I swear, I'll make sure you go right where you belong. I understand. You and your pet projects. You don't have to lie, I know you're experimenting with the AIs. Make them more lifelike, I get it. You could have just said so. I understand this project you don't want people to know about because you don't want me to steal your AI ideals. I don't care about AI, I care about the looks. I'm the artist, I'm the crafter of all these suits and their personalities based off suits. Though they can seem to take on a life of their own given your modifications, but for now, I understand. You love your projects. I'll be over there to bring them. Thank you for at least respecting what I'm doing. Anytime, friend. Same to you, pal. Well, I guess until he gets here, I can reflect Move. I can reflect over this with a nice cup of Joe. Freshly made, might I add. Afton always said, stop using that thermos. If you're just going to pour it into there, you're just hogging the hot coffee for later. Well, hey, there's ever a drop left in that thermos at the end of the day. I really need to think about what to do with them next. Well, that's the end of their journey for now. Until we return to... until we eventually return to this series with Return to Fredbears. Well, Return to the Diner. Again, real quick before I get in my closing thoughts, like I usually do at the end of every video, again, this series was because a commenter known as, sorry if I'm butchering your name, Mainaza? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. But it's because that person was like, hey, can you do something with Fredbear's Family Diner? I'd really like to see something done like that. And I kind of had a fun ideal, which the series changed a lot from the original ideal. And Puppet wasn't even supposed to be a part of it till I flipped Kennedy. If you've viewed this channel for a while, I have this little 50-cent coin called, I call it Kennedy because it has Kennedy on it. And I flip it when I don't know what to do. So I flip the coin. And it's like, sure. So I put her in here, and honestly, I think the series wouldn't have done as well without her, which you can tell she definitely was a afterthought in certain episodes. While in others, she is really good. Now, with that being said, I really enjoyed doing this because it was something you guys wanted to see, and it allowed me to mess around with Fredbears, something I really don't mess with often. And it's mostly the reason I don't really mess with them much is because I don't really have any ideals. It's a story that X-Man, Foxy Boy, and all of them have done. Well, not Foxy Boy, I don't think. But it's something a lot of people do. So I was like, well, I don't know. How could I make this unique? And you guys wanted to see it. So I was like, you know what? I'll throw my hat into the ring. And I think I did do something a lot of people haven't done with it yet. Interesting ideal that I enjoyed doing. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video because I really did enjoy making this series. And the reason why I'm giving it a bit of a breather is because, well, between part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, during the recording of part 1 and 2, because I believe 2 is before the storm, before a storm rolled through our town, and still is. Well, state at this point, from what I'm seeing. It's a lot different because Bubba was supposed to play a bigger role in part 3 specifically, but I kind of forgot it because time passed, and I had to record the April Fool's series. Oh, I'm sorry for the yawn. I woke up a couple hours ago and I'm absolutely swamped. Because, man, you know what they say about storms, man? They make you feel like mega turds. But, yeah. Between parts 1 and 2, they were practically the finished product. But with part 2, Puppet wasn't in there that much because I didn't know how she could add anything, which, yeah, part 2 is probably the worst in the series. Part 2 is when the Night Guard's introduced, so yeah. Part 3 is supposed to be very different. It's supposed to prove that this was Afton's fault, but I decided against it. Because, well, then how is Afton supposed to do things later? And I have the actual entire plan for the second season. Or series. Season 2. But, yeah. With that being said, I like doing this. I hope you enjoyed this, because I'm probably going to tap back into the series in a minute. But I'm going to focus on Freddy and Friends a bit, because I have a plan for the shadows now, and I want to execute it. Sure, the first video you see tomorrow is not going to be primarily shadows, but the shadows are going to be the B-plot. That way we can flesh them out and get story going and establish the new villain. Well, not the new big overall villain like the Voidwalker was, or, well, now Oblivion. Fun fact about Oblivion, I'm gonna do a video on him soon, but, that he's just like an homage to Foxy Boy, because I thought he was quitting, so I was like, oh no, my friend's quitting. Well, I better do something for him, you know, as a, you know, like a homage to my friend that I, at the time, thought was quitting. The entire reason why Oblivion's my main villain. But, anyways, I'll get into that into a future behind-the-scenes video. But, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, because I enjoyed making this one. I'm really glad to, because I couldn't make it last night. You guys are literally watching it the same day I recorded it. I wasn't able to record it last night because I was really just exhausted. I watched the Minecraft movie. A lot happened that day, so I just passed out. I woke up at like 6 or something, and I was like, no. Passed back out. Woke up to like all hell breaking loose at like 8, 9. Finally, it cleared up enough where I felt like recording, so yeah. If you enjoyed today's video, like, subscribe, comment down below, all that jazz. Show your support, because literally any engagement you do with this video, even watching it to this point, really does support the channel and helps a lot, because it shows the algorithm like, hey, people like it, and if you like my videos and want to see more, show your support, because that makes it where you see more videos. And I'm getting really close to 3,000 watch hours, and that is exciting because that's one step away from monetization and being able to turn this passion project of mine into a way to get money to upgrade my stuff and get a terabyte SSD that won't break after 1 year. Well, not even a full year, like half a year. But with that being said, like I said, like, subscribe, just engage. It really helps. Share this to your friends and family, and yeah, with that being said, click on the playlist if you want to watch the full series now that Part 5, technically the end for now, is out. And yeah, click on the video if you want to watch something else, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I guess catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.